On 8 December, Syrian rebels seized control of Damascus, forcing President Bashar al-Assad to flee to Russia after more than 13 years of civil war. The collapse of Assad's government marks the end of decades of rule by his family and a turning point in a war that has claimed hundreds of thousands of lives and displaced millions. While Assad's fall offers hope for a new era in Syria, it also raises concerns about regional instability and the challenges of a smooth transition. Hadi Al-Bahra, the head of Syria's main opposition abroad and president of the Syrian National Coalition, has called for an 18-month transition period to ensure a safe, neutral and quiet environment for free elections. Al-Bahra stresses the need for a new constitution within 6 months to define Syria's future political structure. To ensure stability, the opposition has encouraged state employees to continue working during the transition, reassuring them they will not face harm. The swift collapse of Assad's regime is shaped by key factors. Firstly, with Russian resources stretched by the war in Ukraine, Assad's regime lacked the air and logistical support it had relied on previously. Secondly, the recent Israeli strikes on Iranian bases and its offensive against Hezbollah in Lebanon have weakened this crucial ally. Thirdly, the ongoing war, sanctions and mismanagement have left Syria's people and army demoralized, with reports suggesting the army's retreat was as much about the lack of will to fight as it was about military strategy. Despite these challenges and uncertainty, Christians remain hopeful. The end of the civil war offers a chance for peace, reconciliation and restoration. As we pray for Syria, we envision a future where Syrian Christians who have been a light in the darkness continue to be a beacon of love and truth throughout this transition. We pray that many refugees, especially those who have found Christ abroad, will return to strengthen Syria's church and spread the gospel. We also pray for healing to come to families, communities and the nation, along with wisdom for rebuilding Syria. As the country moves towards elections and a new government, we pray for stability and a commitment to peace that transcends political and religious divides. We may not know what Syria's future holds, but we trust that God will use whatever happens for His purposes. One of our partners shared a story from her time in Syria when she lived in a city overtaken by ISIS. A sniper line had been set up through the city, a deadly boundary that, if crossed, meant instant death. She found herself on this line multiple times, hearing God tell her to cross and minister to those abandoned on the other side. Each time fear overwhelmed her and she refused. Once again she stood at the line, and this time God told her, "If you stay on this side of the line, you will be safe but ineffective. If you cross the line, you might die, but you would have been relevant." Syria's Christians have endured unimaginable suffering, yet they remain strong. As this new chapter begins, we pray that Syrian Christians continue to be relevant to His kingdom. May God continue to strengthen them to cross the line of relevance daily, to shine His light in places that need it most. May they continue to receive the necessary grace that's needed to never settle for safety when God calls them to bold faithfulness.